What is up, guys? This is Mike Loris. I'm going to be bringing you more games from the Starseries Season 3. This is going to be between Moscow 5 on the Radiant and Team Kharkiv, or as they have it, Kharkiv Team. I have no idea. On the Dire. The bans looking pretty normal, and the picks, well, these are the heroes that got through, and you pick these ones up. This is once again still 0.74B. I think it's 0.74B. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm sticking to. The band's looking extremely normal and tiny. Moscow 5, they're going to open up with Rubik as well as the Enigma. There's Rubik and really Lestrak and Chen. It doesn't really matter what your team idea is. You're going to pick those guys up, because if you let the other team get them, well, you're in for a world of hurt. Moscow 5, with the Enigma, they'll have a little bit of team fight. They'll have some lane versatility there. And with the, well, actually a lot of lane versatility with the Enigma Rubik combination. Both heroes can go into lane, or for either the primary farmer or a support for Rubik, and Enigma either a jungle or a solo lane. Either way, it'll be good, and really have to keep Kharkiv on their toes. But really, guys, these first 3 picks are, like, most of the time really boring. Like, unless Kharkiv pick up a Wisp right now, I mean, like, all 3 picks are kind of the same right after the ban. It's like, who got through the ban pool? Oh, those heroes got through the ban pool? Well, let's pick up those heroes. And then you have a little bit of variation, like Queen of Pain being picked up in the first round, whereas sometimes they save her to the second 2 picks. But really, okay. God damn it, Kharkiv. I mean, like, I'm trying to make a point here, and then you just go ahead and pick Bounty Hunter first. That would give them the solid hard lane hero. They also have a really solid support lineup as well. Kharkiv kind of drawing a Bounty Hunter a lot earlier than you usually think. Usually Bounty Hunter is the one that makes it through to the second phase, because if you're banning out a long lane, who are you going to ban out? You're going to ban out the Beastmaster, you're going to ban out the Windrunner, you're going to ban out the Broodmother. Rarely ever the Bounty Hunter. So usually is an option for the teams, but I guess Kharkiv didn't want to run the risk of him getting banned out. Second round of bans, Venomancer as well as the Night Stalker. Kind of an interesting ban from Moscow 5. We have seen Artstyle run a Night Stalker before, and, well, Night Stalker against Queen of Pain is usually a favorable matchup for the Night Stalker with that silence. Moscow 5, in addition, going to be banning out the CK, Venomancer, Broodmother, the bans out from Kharkiv, preventing them from getting that long lane, as well as the support, but they should be fine in the long lane regardless. CK is banned out because Kharkiv still need a primary damage dealer. Bounty Hunter is usually more of a utility hero, gets drums, BKB, those sorts of cost-effective, useful items. I'm not saying that other items aren't useful, but they're survivability based, and you really want to be in the fight for as long as possible, get the tracks out on all the targets who are going to die, and then hopefully you don't die, and then you'll have a lot of gold afterwards. Moscow 5, they have the Rubik to support. They would also probably want a primary damage dealer. Who got through? Morphling still in the pool, surprisingly, actually. Moscow 5's quit bullshitting around and just pick up the Morphling. He got through, you're gonna pick him, we all know it. Just do it so that Kharkiv don't do it. His Morphling is really the go-to carry. They're gonna go for Lone Druid instead, so they're not gonna go for as hard a carry, they're gonna go for a little bit more pushing oriented. Lone Druid is a very capable carry, but it's kind of different from the Morphling. Just the way he's played out and the way he functions in a team. Doesn't have the same amount of burst damage, but what he does lack in burst damage, he makes up for in tankiness, and I guess utility with an Entangle if you're lucky enough. They're going to go for Lone Druid. Kind of interesting pick, but that will mean that they could push very aggressively with the Enigma as well as Lone Druid combination. A lot of AoE to burst down those creep waves, and Kharkiv, well, they don't have that much AoE to counter it out. So Shrek will have a Split Earth, might go for Lightning, might not. But either way, like, Bounty Hunter doesn't have any AoE, Chen doesn't have any AoE either, except if he picks up like one of those Storm Harpies or an Ursa or something like that to AoE the creeps. But even then, the spells are really low. But Kharkiv still need their primary damage dealer, someone who could go toe-to-toe with Lone Druid. Morphling still is an option, because if Morphling gets a lot of farm, he could shotgun down that Lone Druid, even through his true form. They're going to go for the Dragon Knight instead. I like it, not because it's it's Dragon Knight. Well, I actually do like it because it's Dragon Knight, mostly because it's not Morphling. Dragon Knight's a lot more fun to watch because we don't get to see him as often. Dragon Knight is kind of the same as Lone Druid. You get a lot of pushing power, you get a lot more utility because of that Dragon Tail, and he's also really, really damn tanky. So both teams going to go for tanky carries as opposed to glass agility carries. Of course, M5 can still pick up a soft agility carry. I don't think they will, though, because they already have quite a few heroes who are EXP and gold reliant. It will, in my opinion, be a mistake to pick up another one, such as Morphling or Anti-Mage or something like that. They would benefit from having another support hero. Anyone going a long way? Yeah, maybe a Windrunner or something like that. Might not be that bad, so that your Enigma could jungle, Rubik, Lone Druid, Queen of Pain, I don't know. Might not be that bad. Could be worth pursuing. Kharkiv, on the other hand, they have the Chen and Leshrac to support. They can have a mid-lane Dragon Knight, or they could choose Protective. And ooh, a Slardar pickup. Very interesting from M5, so they are going to go for that another hero that needs golden experience. Slardar is a partial counter to the Bounty Hunter, also fairly good against the Dragon Knight. You can lower off that armor, then he's a lot easier to actually hit and kill. But Slardar, of course, isn't the... I mean, like, he is a durable hero, but for a strength hero, he doesn't really have that much durability, so he could get nuked down, although Kharkiv, they don't really have all that much burst damage. So it could be interesting to see how M5 want to lane this. Rubik and Slardar are most likely going to go together and probably have Lone Druid solo the bot lane, Queen of Pain in the mid lane, or Lone Druid could go in the hard lane by himself. Of course, then you can't really rely on him to carry the game because his relic is going to be delayed, possibly to the point where he's not even going to get it. And then once that happens, you got to change your build, and then everyone's sad. And Kharkiv, they're going to go with the Tinker. Very interesting. Tinker kind of fallen out of favor just because he needs a lot of farm to get going. But hey, if you could handle that mid lane, then your Tinker is going to be just fine. Pushing power from Kharkiv, very, very intense. The team fight is in favor of Moscow 5. They do have a lot more bulk. They do have the big AoE ultimates, but Kharkiv, they have the skirmishing power. So it's just going to be a matter of team fight versus skirmishing as we jump ourselves into the game. We're going to have art style with some pretty kick-ass dragon armor. Hell yeah, that looks badass. Dragon Knight. Art style. Dubas is going to be playing the Chen Unstop on the Tinker. Going towards the bottom lane, we have Always Want to Fly on the Leshrac and Mag on that Bounty Hunter. On the M5 side, we have Nexus on the Slardar. Solo is going to be playing the Enigma Dread on the Rubik, Stellioner on the Queen of Pain. That leaves, of course, Sadoy bringing up the rear as the Lone Druid. All 5 of them heading towards the bot lane, and Mag, well, he is invisible. Do they have Sentry Wards? They do have one set of Sentry. They do have one set of Sentry Wards. Are they going to drop them down and find Mag? The telekinesis has to be instant. What are they doing? It's not lag. They're just like stutter stepping for some reason. They're going to see Mag, at least the tail end, who ate a tree for some reason. Need a tree there? Usually you do see people, or sometimes you see people eating trees so that they could, oh, Mag, was he spotted out? I don't think he was. Usually sometimes see heroes eating in trees so that they could have a place to hide. But Mag, burning a little bit of mana to get a spot out on all the M5 heroes. But really, what else is Bounty Hunter going to do in the lane? He knows he's up against a dual lane. Dread as well as Nexus. Going to be shutting down that lane very hard as Slardar is going to get absolute free farm. The rune spawning on the bot lane. Lucky for Bounty Hunter, actually. Going to restore all the mana that he previously lost. Dubas is in the bottom lane as well. He's probably just going to counter ward. There's the ward, and Mag going to kill that. Get it. Get it. One more hit. One more hit. Yeah. Can't you just, like, pluck it out of the ground and then drop it, and then they'll stop functioning? I feel like that would be the best way to get rid of wards. But anyone in the top lane, the Bear, is being a little bit of a hassle. Always Want to Fly. Going to split Earth it just to do a little bit more damage. He's not going to get it. Not going to get killed, at least. But the creep wave is being pulled all the way into the tier 1 tower for the Radiant. And Mag, is he hidden? Oh, ninja style. There you go. He's just going to sit right there, not use mana, and just keep on absorbing that experience. And M5 are none the wiser. Always Want to Fly. Now the creep wave is meeting up with the second creep wave for M5, and Sadoy is guaranteed to get some experience here. So that is what makes the Lone Druid a capable offlaner. That he could do that. Of course, it's only a matter of time before I always want to fly in art style, get the creep equilibrium back, so the bear has to be on point. And Mag, oh, oh, did he see him? He had to see him. There it is. Mag is going to eat his way out, and the tower even getting a couple of shots. Mag taking a lot of damage there. Dread does have a Fade Bolt, no telekinesis unfortunately, and Bounty Hunter, not yet level 2. Did get some experience out of that, but he did get warded back. Solo is going to be jungling. For the Radiant side, Dubas jungling for the Dire, both at level 2. Yeah, both at level 2. Chen has a little bit more negative experience. Don't know what that means. Split Earth, Dragon Tail onto this bear. They might bring it down, or at least force a resummon. It's going to be 3 minutes until the Lone Druid has that bear summon up again. Shouldn't matter all that much. But hey, if something happens and he gets killed, then he's going to be sad. Solo tanking damage from this Dark Troll for some reason. Bounty Hunter is around here stalking, looking for a kill. In the meantime, Unstoppable and Stallion going toe-to-toe. Relatively even there. Stallion does not have a bottle yet. They should be just fine regardless. Dive onto Sudoi as a troll trap does open it up for the Split Earth. It's Dragon Tail to follow, and Sudoi, a very soft agility hero, is going to go down to the sword swipe of art style. Going to draw first blood for Kharkiv. They might want to transition this into a push. Edict only level 1, so not yet a level 2 Edict. The tower is going to take a little bit more to bring down than they otherwise would have, and Mag getting 11 gold. Hell yeah. And Solo denying that other 11 gold from him. It looks like they're not willing to make a push. They're just going to give Chen a little bit more time to farm up, get a couple more levels going. And they'd have all the time in the world because they know the bear isn't getting all that much. Mag stole one creep, looking for another. Looking for the Eidolons, actually. And Solo doesn't care. He doesn't even... Does he not even see him? That's kind of weird. You might want to harass that guy, man. He's taking your shit. Stallianer and Unstop continuing to go toe-to-toe. Unstoppable is just going to keep one in laser, going to go for a March missile build. Laser, you get that because it does have that 100% miss chance, which can and probably will save your ass. Or your ally's ass. And he does have the bottle. Yeah, he's doing some bottle crowing. So he's most likely going to be rushing travels as soon as he possibly can. To be onto this bot lane, Solo has withdrawn out of the jungle. And together with Nexus and Dread, they're looking to take a tower very early. There's nothing that Mag could do about this because, well, he's fighting and losing against a Wildkin. No Ring of Basilius, but level 2 on the conversion. This tower is going to take a lot of damage. Not sure if it's going to go down, but either way, no one's coming in from Kharkiv. So M5, they have all the time in the world to bring this tower down. Mag circling around, but yeah, you can't get close to this Bounty Hunter. If you do, you're gonna die. Queen of Pain taking the regeneration rune, so Tinker's got to be a little bit careful, but the bottom tower looks like it is gonna go down. No way for Mag to save it unless he wants to go for a baller deny. Not gonna happen. Tower goes down to the Radiant as M5. They do lose first blood, but they take the first tower. That is usually favorable, especially if they could keep going. No one from Kharkiv is coming in, so they're going to get a second tower. Solo with the Soul Ring has infinite mana, plus Tangos to make sure he doesn't take all that much damage from that Soul Ring hit. But this tower is not long for life, and Queen of Pain one-on-oneing the Tinker as I watch that push. I really watch these life bars. I'm still not used to having them there. Stallion getting a solo kill. In the meantime, top tier 1 tower getting a little bit of pressure, but the bear is there. Will tank a couple of those Edict Blasts. And Mag has left his hiding spot, but 2 towers down for Kharkiv, giving M5 a pretty substantial early game lead. Dubas is around the area. Soul Stealer, not the best ganking creep, but still, if a Dragon Tail could land, if a Split Earth can land, then it won't really matter what creeps the Chen has, as he now reveals himself out. He's just going to nuke down the creep wave and look to get this tower down. His art style is even using his dragon breath to bring the creep wave down. But oh my god, 4 teleportations. Kharkiv, run! Run! It's hopeless. Get out of there. Chen's going to leave the creep, get chased down by Sudoi just a little bit. But that was... Oh, Stallion is actually going to cut off Dubas. Going to go for the Sonic Wave over the Chen. Not going to kill him though. Distraction gets sent back and Stallion is going to blink after Dubas. Art style is around for that Dragon Tail. So M5, they got to be really careful here. They could get this fight turned around on them. Shadow Strike going to go onto Artstyle. Stun, not going to latch for Nexus. Artstyle does get his off first, having a faster animation. And M5 I don't feel like that was worth it. They burned 4 teleportation scrolls to save their tier 1 tower. And the tier 1 tower wasn't even in that much danger, so M5 taking a huge gold hit for absolutely nothing. Didn't get anything out of that at all, so not sure if that was the correct decision for M5. But you know what? It's too late now. This tanker is actually getting completely squished by the Queen of Pain. Not really, actually. They both have 3 a minute-ish, but that's still relatively low for pro games, really. Look at this mud golem. He's confused. He can't move. Nexus is continuing to farm this bot lane, going for power treads. And how much does Sidoi have? He has nothing, so yeah, it's going to be up to Nexus to really do the damage this game, because the Lone Druid isn't going to offer all that much. The burst damage, magical damage, is still there for M5, so they should be pretty set until the extreme late game, in which case they will start needing to get someone to do the right-clicking action. Unstoppable farming as much as you can. He's nowhere near his travels, though. Should be focusing towards that. If M5 want to keep him down, then that'll be very smart of them to do. Smoke onto Dubas and Always Wanna Fly, looking for Sidoi in the top lane. They didn't get spotted out by anything. They might go around for this one. Lone Druid still not level 6, so he is very, very soft. And if Split Earth lands, then I'm pretty sure this Lone Druid's gonna die. Art style waiting for the engagement, as Mag with a real invisibility is gonna lead the charge. Centaur is gonna cut off Sidoi, and Sidoi, you are in a ton of trouble, my friend. Long range stun from Art style, and the nuke down chain stun. Bounty Hunter, he's going to bring down the Lone Druid, and this is going to transition them into a push. Courier, Balls of Steel flying over the tower, delivering something to Art style. Leshrac with the level 3 Edict. Yeah, level 3 Edict on Leshrac. Does bring down that tower, and with the Dragon Form popped, with another Edict on the way in 5 seconds, they can push down to tier 2. I don't think M5 are going to waste 4 teleportation scrolls for this one. They're probably going to have to let this one fall, as Unstoppable going toe-to-toe with Stallianer with a double damage rune, the Queen of Pain. Tanker is not a challenge at all. Tanker is second time he went down to the Queen of Pain solo. He's going to go for a soul ring. Delay his travels just a little bit, but simply because he can't afford them. And he's no chance of affording them. 3 in a ganking party. Always Want to Fly, Arstyle, and Mag. Looking for someone to pick off. They're not going to find anyone. In the meantime, Nexus on the bot lane farming. Could go for a Blink Dagger, but more than likely he's wanting to go for a little bit more aggressive items. You do have plenty of initiation, and you have plenty of stunning, so you don't necessarily need to be the one doing all that as a Slardar, but it's helpful. Definitely helps. Mag, Art's down, Always Want to Fly. They're going to cross the dangerous passage and look for his solo. Does have a black hole available to him. And Mag, do you have enough damage for this? I think he does, actually, with a level 3 Shuriken Toss. Or get the Courier, No, he's not going to get the Courier. Solo. Does have quite a few Eidolons, and there's the initiation onto solo. Breathe Fire as well. Arcel is going to get stunned, and an M5 solo going to turn this around with the Black Hole. Mag taking a huge amount of damage from this conversion, get Fade Bolted down from the Rubik. Now Arcel does want the kill. He is going to get it. The telekinesis into the air, getting drawn back past Stallianer, and a stun here from Nexus. Not even needed, actually. Slardar, which the amplified damage. Going to do so much damage to that Dragon Knight. Get himself a free kill. As Kharkiv dive a little bit too aggressively. The Black Hole from Enigma. OP. Nerf Black Hole, please. Kharkiv lose 2 in exchange for 1, and if one of those is the Dragon Knight, that's never what you want to have happen. They did get a little bit of bonus gold from the track, but losing 2, still not a good trade. And everyone from M5 was around, so Kharkiv kind of jumped the gun a little bit. They didn't really scout anything out. They just decided to go for it, and that turned out to be a mistake. Archstyle on the top lane is going to rush that BKB. After having procured the Urn, Power Treads, and Magic Wand. Magic Stick. Wand. It's this wand now. Oh, and Slardar. Killing Always Want to Fly again. I'm looking at the mini-map, and I'm not seeing, like, a whole bunch of dots converging, so I'm like, oh, nothing's going to happen. But Slardar apparently has other ideas as he gets a solo kill on this Leshrac. Even through the Edict, Leshrac, it's really hard to hit a Split Earth when Slardar is moving this quickly. Slardar is doing quite a number to Kharkiv at this point. Only going to get stronger because, well, he hasn't died and he's not getting engaged upon. Unstoppable trying to get his farm up. That's really a problem with the tanker. part of the reason why you don't see him all that much nowadays is because if you shut down his farm, he's going to be completely useless. I mean, like, he has 2 missiles and 1 laser. That's pretty much the extent of his capabilities. And the pushing meta has kind of drifted away. It's kind of been heading towards a more ganking-oriented lane control kind of thing, where pushing is good, but it's not really everyone's #1 goal. So in March of the Machines early on isn't as valuable. Sudoi might be in a little bit of trouble. Art style is around with the dragon form as well as dragon tail. 2 points on that, actually. Usually you don't see anyone getting more than 1 point, and Sudoi is going to take a track as well as not a hit. Is there an entangle on Mag? Long range on that shuriken and the urn as well. That was a waste of an urn, my friend. Not in range for that dragon tail. Not fast enough, even with the track. Lone Druid is pretty darn quick with those phase boots. Teal teleporting in. That is going to be the Rubik as Nai gets sent back to the base, but always want to fly, combined with Art Style and their demolition powers. Chen as well. You have the 2 centaurs to tank the front. Tower does go down to the power of the centaur. As Art Style and always want to fly, teleporting to support their mid lane. Art Style still is in that dragon form, going to use that flame breath to clear off those Eidolons, get himself some free gold. With Kharkiv evening out the towers, the gold in favor of M5, just getting better farm. EXP with the 2-kill advantage also showing that lead on M5. But Kharkiv, they're not out of it by any means. It's still anyone's game. Their Tinker, though, is really being problematic, and Stallion can open up a Shadow Strike onto Art Style. Conversions being made. Split Earth misses, though, and it gets stolen by Dread. A very handy spell for Rubik to have, because unlike the Leshrac, Rubik does not have that huge amount of cast animation where he decides to wave his arms around before he actually drops a spell. So he could drop that stun down pretty much instantly. Solo's going to stun, always want to fly. Trading stuns there. The second stun will allow Stallion to blink in and get that kill with Dread, his stolen Split Earth. Doing some pretty good work there. The tower is going to take a little bit of damage. Solo, without those conversions, cannot push this tower down faster. Stallion is going to blink right in, fearless, with that regeneration rune. Also, how did it not get cancelled? Blink, blink, blink. Oh, he's going to take a little bit of damage there. But M5 picking up another free kill. 3-0-1 on the Queen of Pain, 0-2-1 on the Leshrac. Kharkiv, they just have to protect their Dragon Knight. If their Dragon Knight gets big, then he will win the game for Kharkiv. I mean, actually, it's going to be a little bit close between the amplified damage of Slardar as well as the possible entangles from Lone Druid. Dragon Knight's going to need some help. Help usually will come from the Tinker, but Tinker is not having the best game of his life right now. He could go to the bottom lane to farm, but he's not going to. He's going to go to the mid lane. As the tower gets denied, Stallion going to take a track as well as a Split Earth, but there's not enough burst damage. Is there enough burst damage? No, the bottle will keep Stallion safe with only 3 levels in that heat-seeking missile. Oh, the missile is actually going to fly once more. Will this be enough? Blink away. Clutch from Stallion. Art Style in the top lane might be in a little bit of trouble. If he gets entangled, he will die here. Solo is going to get close enough for the conversion as well as stun. Nexus closing the distance as well for that clap. And Art Style is going to take a black hole. Private black hole. But you know what? Art Style did go down to 4 of M5. They're going to take a tower on top of that. 2 are around Mag as well as Dubas, but good luck defending this push. If you want to die, I guess, go ahead, good luck, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Enigma with the conversions picking up that tower. He has procured himself the mech, and he's going to keep pushing. Why not? Really, Kharkiv don't have the Dragon Knight, so they can't take a 5v5 fight or even a 4v5 fight. Stallion looking for unstoppable once again. There's the Scream Pain. Sonic Wave, Sonic Wave. Sonic Wave gonna annihilate that Tinker. Lucky for the Tinker, though, he did manage to buy those Boots of Travels right before he went down, so he didn't lose all that much. So Queen Pain, unfortunately, although she did get a kill, didn't get it in the perfect timing. That really would have been amazing for her to get. Always on flag and taking amplified damage. Are there any stuns from Solo on anyone? Art Style pops his Dragon form. He wants to fight this long range Dragon Tail and Dread. It's going to be a close one. He's going to take a stun from Solo as well as the amplified damage. Art Style gets entangled, and he's going to take a ton of damage here. Telekinesis up into the air, and he's trying to run away, but it's not going to be enough. Lone Druid somehow picking up that kill. Nexus is going to close the distance on Always Want to Fly. Does he have another crush? He does have a crush. He's going to land on Dubas. He sends the Leshrac back to the base. What a heroic sacrifice right there. Chen giving up his life so that the Leshrac can live. It's a rough life of a Chen, but M5 taking 2 for free. Unstoppable with the March of the Machines will prevent them from going any further. Now finally does have those Boots of Travels up. But still, M5 taking out 2 more towers. Only 1 more outer tower exists for Kharkiv that M5 could, well, pretty easily take, actually. Their bear, after that crappy top lane, is almost at the relic. 1,000 off of that. And if that will mean, what, 22-ish minute radiance? If I'm being a little bit generous with the time there. Still, not a bad radiance time for a hard lane lone druid. Not bad at all. Nexus has gotten the BKB. So yeah, he's going to be pretty impervious to everything that Kharkiv could throw at them. The right clicks from Kharkiv, not the hardest hitting. Slaughter is really going to be the best 1v1er on the map. Stellioner as well as Mag. Mag got spotted out by the invisible Queen of Pain. So they do know that the bounty hunter is here somewhere. Nexus is also spotted out, but he does have support coming in from Dread. No sentry wards on him. Does M5 have any vision besides Slardar? No, they don't. So they're not going to find Mag. Teleportation coming into the mid lane is going to be the Tinker. Kharkiv, they want to defend their last tier 2. M5, they're not interested in this. March of the Machines probably will do it as Nexus dives straight in, going for that Tinker. 1 hit, 2 hits with the mech charge. Will it be enough? Oh, the mech charge almost saved him, but the Enigma did pick up that kill. Always want to fly, trying to run away. Nexus taking a ton of damage through that BKB and Sprint, doing a lot of damage to him. Dragon Knight does pick up that kill. Stellar on the run out, and he's going to get away. And M5 lose 2 in exchange for 1. Sprinting through that March of the Machines, not a good idea. You're going to take a ton of damage there. With BKB on, it's fairly suicidal. Wouldn't recommend that. So Kharkiv defend their tier 2 towers in pretty good fight there, for them at least. M5, that's pretty much just a wake-up call for them. It's saying, hey, you took our top lane pretty easily, but that won't happen to the mid lane because now our Tinker has travels. Now he could be everywhere at once, and those lucky pushes aren't going to happen anymore. So you gotta shape up and really calculate your ganks, calculate your pushes a whole lot more. Lone Druid, 18-minute relic actually. I don't know how he got that gold, but he did. So my 22-minute radiance call is probably going to be more like 20. Although maybe not, because M5, they're looking to gear up to push down the mid lane again. And if they can get the mid lane tower, then it's going to be a fast radiance. If not, and if Sudoi goes down, then his radiance is going to be delayed by quite a bit. But this bear is going to fulfill the damaging role. Slardar going to be played sort of like a Night Stalker. Just going to go for vision, going to just hunt people down, zone out the fight, provide crowd control, and just really dive onto Kharkiv and force them to position themselves in such a way that they are vulnerable to everything else that M5 has to throw at them. Split Earth going to hit on some of the neutral creeps, take a little bit of damage as well, but those Eidolons not durable enough to walk through that March of the Machines. You know what? Unstop could do this all day long. Stellioner on the run from a whole bunch of angry animals. Run! Run! Did you get a Lincoln Sphere on him? That was spotted out. Kharkiv are aware of that. Nexus is going to eat a Split Earth for breakfast. Yum yum yum. Stellioner blinking in very aggressively, unable to get any of his spells off though. Going to try to dodge that March of the Machines as best as he can. The double damage rune is going to try to do some damage to the tower, but the missiles do fly and they're going to push him away. Lone Druid, meanwhile, on the top lane, free farming. So yeah, it's going to be more of a 20-minute, or I guess 22. No, 22-minute might be right. Going to get that relic. And M5, they're just like, well, this is 4v4 on this mid lane, I suppose. But Kharkiv, they could actually reinforce and make it a 5v4. Whereas the Lone Druid he's quite a ways away. Dragon Knight is just 1 teleport away from being in that fight. Not yet level 16, and really that's the magic number for Dragon Knight. That's when you do get the best dragon in the game, spitting out Frost every single time. Oh no, Maggot taking telekinesis, as well as a huge amount of burst damage. Crush from Nexus. Hand of God trying to save that Gondar, but it's not going to be enough. Nexus now going to go for Dubas, taking a lot of damage once again from that sprint. He walks through the March of the Machines. RSL has popped his dragon form, looking for anyone he could find, but everyone from M5 have fallen back after that pick. And there's the blink in for Nexus. Nexus is going to go down. Selena trying to do as much damage as he can to Arcel, and Solo is going to get a 2-man black hole. Always want to find Dubas caught out, and Sudoi has joined this fight. Does he have his Radiance? I don't even know if he does. He does not have it. And Arcel trying to teleport out of here. Not enough crowd control there. So he is going to get out unstoppable on the run. Going to pop some illusion runes. Boots travel out of here. First in Entangle, not going to be there. Kharkiv taking one in exchange for two of their own. Once again, M5 getting the upper hand in that trade. Fortunately, Kharkiv, I mean, like, they were looking for a fight, but M5, just the disengage from them is just so perfect. Did not give Kharkiv any angles of engagement. They were down that bounty hunter. And with that good fight, they're going to take down this tier 2 tower, art style, trying to do what he can with the breathe fire, slow them down. Mag might look to deny this. He's got to be careful. Split Earth. He's going to get initiated immediately by Staliana, as well as Solo with the Blink Dagger. Always Want to Fly is going to go down to the Queen of Pain. The tower is going to get destroyed by the Radiant. Mech being popped off, healing everyone from the M5 side. The Radiants on the front lines, burning down all the creep wave, as well as taking a little bit out of Dragon Knight's HP. Like Dragon Knight is going to go for a Mjolnir, or at least the lightning part, the Maelstrom. That Gloves of Haste. I don't see him going for anything else. Might be an Armlet? He could use some very cost-effective damage, and Armlet is one of the most cost-effective. But M5, they have taken out all the tier 2s. Now they're going to look towards Roshan with an amplified damage. They could tear it down, especially since they have conversions coming in to do that extra damage. Amplify? Oh, he did amplify. What am I smoking? This Roshan is so damn dead. Slardar does pick up an extra life, so now he could be super aggressive. As no, Hugo, don't leave. Hugo, don't leave. The BKB on Slardar, he's just going to use amplified damage to farm Ancients. Such a great tool to have. Staliana, Invisible Rune once again with the Demon Edge. He's going to look to fill the DPS role. But really, I don't think he needs to do that. It probably would behoove him to get a Sheep Stick. Get a little bit more utility going, because M5, they're fine with the damage. They have a Slardar. They have a Lone Druid with a Radiance. The damage department is not lacking at all. Dread, what are you doing? Don't tell them that you're there. Now you have creeps chasing after you. Nexus is going to have to pull those off. Staliana taking a little bit of damage in this lane from the missiles. Dread as well. Always Want to Fly looking for Split Earth. Not going to latch though. There's going to be a couple of right clicks as the Marching Machines. Solo gets stunned from Artstyle. Mag in the back end. He is on the run, but he's going to take a telekinesis, and he's probably going to go down for them. Yes, he is. Solo also running away from Artstyle. Artstyle unable to finish the job there. Staliana is going to blink out of that, and Artstyle wants more. Force Staff and a stun. Artstyle, do you have enough damage to bring down this Rubik? Yes, you do. Split Earth missing on everyone. Staliana does have a blink online. He's going to unleash a Sonic Wave before running away. And here comes Nexus killing. Always Want to Fly. Now he's on the chase for Unstoppable. One hit plus the bear right on the Tinker's heels. He's going to drop as well. 3 down for 1. Once again, Kharkiv getting the short end of the stick. Everyone from M5, their disengage is just so perfect. And Slaughter was like doing something over here with creeps, so he was a little bit late to the party. But hey, if he's not opening the party, he sure is going to finish it. Kharkiv without the Tinker, they're going to lose a tier 3 tower most likely. Tinker doesn't have buyback, and the AoE, well, it's pretty much just Dragon Breath. And with the demolition or demolish from this Spirit Bear, this tower is going to take a ton of damage. Spells flying out. Creep Wave has spawned, so but regardless, this tower is going to go down. Oh, denied by Always Want to Fly. Good play by him. But the tower is going to go down anyway, just denying a little bit of gold. Why not? Enigma's low on mana. But these racks are taking a lot of damage. Artstyle popping off his BKB. He does have some lightning, but he doesn't have his Dragon Form. Sadoy is going to get chain stun, but the huge stun from Nexus is going to stop Unstoppable from doing anything. I guess you are stoppable. Now Dubas on the run from this angry Slaughter. Just needs a couple more hits, but Artstyle is here. Going to go toe-to-toe with Nexus, get that Dragon Hail, and pop the Aegis off of him. Kharkiv once again losing the Tinker in exchange for the Lone Druid. The Aegis to get burned as well. Nexus is going to go straight for Artstyle with the minus armor to do a ton of damage, but Nexus might have been a little bit over-aggressive. The Fade Bolt is there, plus Staliana's assistance. Mag going into the visibility form and save himself, but he's spotted out once again as he runs right past this Sentry Ward. Plus the amplified damage will demolish him and bring Staliana a triple kill. Kharkiv, they're going to lose mid-racks. It's 22 for 8. It's not looking good for them. Not looking good at all. I mean, they do have a Dragon Knight, and he's almost level 16. That could turn games around, but not if Nexus goes straight for Dubas once again. Gets dropped instantly with the holy shit streak on Staliana. 1206. Oh my god. Queen of Pain. 2 farmed. 2 fed. OMG noobs fed Queen of Pain. GG. Get it, Divine Rapier. Get it, get it, get it. They're just going to feed off the buildings. Why not? The buildings, if you're in no rush, the buildings do give quite a bit of gold for very low effort. Not saying farm buildings all the time. Usually there's more urgent things to do. Oh, yes. Yes, do it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, glorious. Queen of Pain with a Divine Rapier. That could end up to biting her in the ass if Kharkiv managed to take a good fight and take that Divine Rapier onto Art Style. That could be painful. Nexus going to get Dragon-tailed and taking a lot of damage as well as the BKBs pop off everywhere. It's Solo. He's going to jump in for the Black Hole. Only going to hit onto Dubas, but Dubas is pretty much screwed. Art Style still in the front line, unable to bring down anyone. This Dragon Knight simply does not do enough damage. And here comes the Lone Druid going to look towards that Dragon Knight. Nexus still in the area, going to stun Art Style, and Art Style does not have Dragon Breath, and he's going to go down right now. Ultra kill from Stalldowner in the back end, completely mopping up Kharkiv. As I'm watching this chase for Dragon Knight, Stalldowner is just doing his own thing. I probably should have been sticking on this Queen of Pain because he has the Divine Rapier. But really, if anything was going to happen, it was going to be Art Style in that Dragon form. But there's the GG calls, guys. Kharkiv getting demolished this game, and M5. No big deal. Just get the Divine Rapier. Kill them all. That was actually really bad of me. I should have been watching this Queen of Pain because everyone likes to see like right clicks taking down 2/3 of someone's health in one hit. It kind of helps you get ultra kills. We can see some fountain farming now. That damage hurts, guys. It's pain. Do it. Well, there you go, guys. You saw an ultra kill. That one counts. Now is he going to get a rampage? I don't think the timing is there. Get him, Stallianer. Get him. Get the rampage. I think it's too late, though. Oh, no, it's not. Fountain farming for a rampage. Classy, classy. Thanks for watching, guys. Starseries Season 3, M5 versus Kharkiv. This one goes to M5. GG.